Now, we've all heard the saying, it's all in the detail. And when it comes to men's grooming, it's those slick, unique details that takes an outfit from drab to dapper. Today on the episode, we speak to Ndani Ronke and Segun Abiona, who is the head or the creative directors of Nicole Giovanni. Yes, it's a premium men's accessories brand located right here in Lagos. We're going to dig deep into what makes their business tick. What is their business model? But above all, we're going to find out how they make the business work as a married couple. I'm Sika Osei, and welcome to Fashion Insider. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, great to be here.
Very well.
So you are officially my first married business couple.
Oh,
Really?
fantastic.
I know, right? I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
So let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Who's Giovanni?
Giovanni is our son.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, were you born in Italy?
No.
No.
Giovanni means John.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nicole?
Nicole means victory.
Got you.
Nicole is our daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's 8.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you guys are a married couple in business.
Yes.
How's that going?
Pretty well.
Pretty well. She's still smiling, so that's a good thing. It means you haven't torn each other's hair out. How long have you been married?
10 years. Going to be 11 in June.
Really? Yeah. And at what point in the marriage did you decide, let's do a business together?
Do you want to answer that?
Well, when we met, before we got married, we actually kind of knew we were going to do something together. I think our very first registered business was even before we got married.
So what was the first real business?
Well, the very first real business was majorly just consulting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I studied finance and I wanted to do something, much more into the finance industry. Okay. So while working at the suit shop, I gradually waited for the time when I could get a job in that industry.
I see.
Yeah.
So when did you make that transition from being into finance into entrepreneurship? Well,
that was years later, because at the point when we made that transition, when we were in England, we both did our masters in London, and I was working for Barclays. At a point, it was more or less a divine intervention and a divine instruction for us to start the sock business.
I was working at a telecoms company. Like you said, we were in the UK. After my master's degree, I stayed home a bit to take care of my daughter because I had my daughter during my master's degree. And when we moved back to Nigeria, I joined a telecoms company. I've always worked there anyway. And when it was time to transition into starting Nicole and Giovanni full-time, I had to resign too.
Was that scary for the both of you? Or had you already developed the brand to such a point that you knew?
Yeah. When I left England and I came back to Nigeria, I joined the bank also. And a year and a half, going to 2 years into being in the bank, and at the same time, working on my side also. That's what they will call it. And we saw it grow while I was giving my, 100% to my employer. We were, coming up with our strategies on how we were going to approach the market, which we were doing together, regardless of, it's a Lagos thing. You have to drive as early as 5:30 to leave the house to get, to work. So we were always discussing on how to move forward, how to strategize, and how to, execute the whole thing. So gradually, as time passed, it's the best decision we ever took. Yeah, trust me.
Now, Ronke, what is the split in jobs? Who does what when it comes to Nicole Giovanni?
So Segun is the creative director.
Okay.
So
all this is him?
He does everything creative, the design. He's actually very artistic. I don't know why he hasn't really, I would say he has interpreted his artistic gifting in socks.
So left for me, while she does more of the technical area, I do more of the branding, the marketing, and the sales.
Where are they made?
Well, they're not made in Nigeria, but they are designed completely in Nigeria.
Are you both behind the designs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
100%.
Ronke, tell me about, I mean, we look at these and we think this could be on any international brand.
Yeah.
But how do you guys put the Nigerian flavor to this? So that people know that, you know what, this is quality, but it's still proudly Nigerian.
Okay, so what it is that we take inspiration from everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if you look at some of those, like that blue design there, it looks like a bean shaped.
This
the
one
blue
right-
one,
okay,
yeah,
right
the
there.
pair of socks there.
Yeah.
It's like a bean shaped. The other one looks like flowers. Then we have this one looks like a splash.
Okay, this one right
that
here.
one looks like a waterfall. The crown one is like kinship.
Yeah.
We take inspiration from everywhere. These are actually our African tribal designs. So you can
Got
see that looks like a
you.
zebra. That looks like another pattern. So we just take inspiration from ethnic plus. We want something that if you're Nigerian, if you're African, or if you can identify, and if you're not, you can find it as unique, interesting. You're like, what's this about? So there's a story behind each design. Yeah.
I mean, if you can't identify with animal print boxer shorts, what else can you identify?
And to make it more interesting, the names are all African.
Okay, so you have different names for the different products.
Every item has a name and a story behind it. And over time, we grew to naming our items after our most consistent customers. Yes, because they are the ones who have kept us till this time.
Okay, so let's talk about, because I'm sure a lot of people are watching at home, they're seeing socks, they're seeing, well, I don't know if they can see some of the shoelaces, they're seeing beautiful boxers and other things, they're cufflinks, you guys do bow ties, everything to do with men's accessories. Which kind of person will be so eccentric to wear the Nicole and Giovanni brand? I mean, tell us who is your market, your target market?
Trust me, we have a very, very huge fan base, and but if you have to ask the target market, really, it's the working class. Although most of our clientele is filled with top executives, but because a lot of people say a fact about us is that we are pricey.
Are you pricey though?
Yeah.
Tell us the price range.
Yeah, our socks range from 5,000 to 18,000 a pair, and if you do want to shop even on the dollar denominated version, you can also do that on the website. Actually, for the ties, we have 25,000 to 30,000 in the tie range. We have the bow ties for 20,000. We have the boxers. Ranging from 13,000 to 15,000.
You definitely are going to stand out
Yeah.
wearing one of these pieces. And you have to dress for success, which is really what you're selling.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
You guys just have an online store.
Yes.
You don't have a physical store. How has that been positive and how has that been negative for your business?
Well, our web store is on nicoleandgiovanni.com, and you can shop worldwide, and we deliver worldwide. So the reason is we decided that we wanted to be able to serve people internationally. And sometimes when you look at it, I'm talking from the business perspective now, a lot of people go in and you just go and open a store, put all your products in there, the costs add up. And what we decided was that we wanted to take advantage of the e-commerce strategy. So I handle that. And I said to ourselves that look, you know what, we can have as many SKUs as we want, and we can just have a web store and we have an online catalog. So people go on the website, they download the catalog, you pick as many pieces as you want, and then we deliver to you.
So it saves you a lot of
money.
Absolutely.
And it's actually very effective as well.
But in terms of your distribution panels,
yes,
you know,
we have.
How easy has that been to establish?
Okay, so what we do is it can be quite challenging, especially because it's Nigeria. Logistics in Nigeria is sometimes difficult. But what we've done is we've partnered with top logistics companies. We partner with DHL, and so it's quite effective, especially for out of Lagos deliveries. For within Lagos deliveries, we have inside logistics personnel that do deliver. We ensure that the customer gets their product on time.
And this is under the Nicole and Giovanni brand?
We do it under the Nicole and Giovanni brand, and also sometimes when we have a huge influx of orders, we also have backup logistics companies that we partner with, just to make sure that the customer gets it on time. Yes.
I think it's interesting for us to talk about the delivery timing. Yeah, because those are the things that sets us apart from every other company in the country.
What is the delivery timing?
Yeah, when it comes to delivering within Lagos, it's 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's outside Lagos, it's roughly 48 hours. But when it's going across the shores, so we're talking about roughly 72 hours. So we make sure that there are no excuses.
Is there a return policy?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a return policy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, we don't even.
And we've had, in fact, I think we've only had very few complaints
About your product?
Yes, very few complaints.
Now, guys, I've had the privilege, I've touched, I felt the material, and I know everything you're saying is true. But for those people who buy online, you know, the problem with buying stuff online is they don't know what they're getting. Absolutely. How do you prove to them, and how do they get to see and feel what you've told me?
Fantastic question you just asked.
Thank you.
And to resolve that, actually, we came up with the moving shop strategy. Like last year, for example, we had in Abuja, we had in Port Harcourt, we had in Kaduna, and they were very successful because most of the customers actually took their time out, knowing fully well that we're not really in so much stores, came out to, you know, to have fun with us. And the experience was pure magic.
Now, you've told me so much. You're going to Abuja, you're going to London, you're going to Germany.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids.
Yeah.
And you're married. How do we keep the spark between you two with all of this going on?
Do you want to answer that?
Why are you letting her answer it?
Okay, you know what?
No, let her answer it.
You can always chip in.
Yeah, okay.
So we actually do a lot of planning, and that's one of the advantages of having an online store.
Yeah.
You can run your business anywhere in the world. You don't have to be physically present. So we have partners. So whenever we're not available or in the country, we have people who do product fulfillment for us. Now, in terms of the spark, it's also very intentional. You just have to make up your mind. If there's genuine love, you know, and people ask us that, how do we do it that we see each other 247, 365 days in a year?
Because a lot of people shy away from businesses with their spouse.
Yes, and the truth is, I think
I just never. No, I never get tired of her. There's nothing.
I think the thing is, we're very good friends, so we actually genuinely enjoy each other's company.
Okay.
We get on each other's nerves from time to time, but it's all part of the journey.
Got you. And of course, when the kids go to school, it's just the 2 of you.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the products that you come up with.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you go more into females, you know, some female,
that's a very tasty area.
Some products for females. We have the no-show socks like what I have on.
Yeah.
We have the ankle socks.
Okay.
Most of our customers
love the laces, you know, because right now we're all into fit fat.
Yeah.
Fit fat. You know how that is. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you,
it was
Sika.
so great, you know, getting to understand, you know, what was behind the brand. The story is very, very important.
Thank
so thank you
so
for coming.
much, Sika.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. For all you married couples that are thinking of going into business together, maybe it's not such a bad idea. Thank you so much for joining me on Fashion Insider. For this and so much more, make sure you go on all our social media pages. I'm Sika Osei. See you next time.